The man suspected of fatally stabbing 24-year-old Brianna Kupfer, a UCLA grad student killed while at work at a furniture store, is under arrest this morning. We're diving further into this man's criminal background. His name is Shawn Laval Smith. He has a lengthy criminal record. He was arrested 11 times in Charleston County, South Carolina alone. One of his cases is still pending there, which accuses Smith of firing a weapon inside of an occupied vehicle. He was arrested on theft charges in California. Joining us right now is criminal defense attorney Matt Fakhoury. This guy has what looks like a long rap sheet of less significant charges than what he's accused of in L.A. But these all point to a history of crime. Will his priors be taken into account with regard to this murder case?
Absolutely. Priors are taken into account, especially when it comes to sentencing. As far as the actual criminal case is concerned, priors typically are not allowed to show that if he's committed crimes before, he's probably committed this crime of propensity type of thing. So no, as far as a criminal case, it won't be considered. But if he does get convicted of this, then definitely his priors will be relevant.
The details of this particular case in L.A. are chilling. He just walks into a furniture store. If this is him, again, innocent until proven guilty, walks into a furniture store, stabs this young woman in an unprovoked attack, and then is seen casually walking down an alley to a convenience store. Now, whether or not he was mentally ill, what is the most serious charge he could face?
Well, obviously, the most serious charge here is going to be murder. Now, although, like you said, it was a random act, it was still clearly intentional. A death resulted, and murder charges obviously would be appropriate here. I think the prosecutors would also charge him with an aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, possibly even a burglary charge, depending on why he entered the store. But the most serious charge is going to be murder because it is obviously punishable by life in prison in the state of California.
How do criminals like this manage to fly under the radar for so long?
There's two perspectives on this. First of all, he should have never left the state of South Carolina. I have a feeling he defied the court's order if there was a pending case there and came here regardless of that. He came to California regardless of that. Once he started getting into trouble in California, the state of South Carolina should have been notified. And the problem is states don't really talk to each other when it comes to this type of issue very well. But once California knew that he was getting in trouble here, and especially that he had a pending case in South Carolina, they should have notified South Carolina, who would have issued what we call an extradition warrant, and they would have picked him up from California if California was holding him. The second and maybe more broader issue is that the criminal justice system for the last several years is gearing towards treatment rather than punishment, which is typically a good thing. However, the problem is that certain individuals need to be punished and need to be away from other individuals. And it's hard to decipher which individual should be given second chances, should be educated, should be treated, rather than should be locked up and away from the rest of us because of safety issues. And I think that's an issue here that needs to be discussed.
And obviously, with the emotion tied behind this, the times that we're in, the rising crime rates, in particular in Los Angeles, I think a lot of attention has been put on this case. So people are going to be watching exactly what happens here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.